The Air Force A-10 Thunderbolt, also known as the Warthog, flies missions overseas. But now one of the military's flying guns has landed in the Sooner State to take on a new assignment, this one inside Oklahoma storms.
Its mission is to make forecasts more accurate and get life-saving warnings out sooner. Our chief meteorologist, Travis Meyer, takes a look.
The A-10 Thunderbolt is considered one of the most potent weapons in the military.
Its normal mission, of course, is to go overseas to root out the enemy, protect the Army, and bring the pilot back.
Originally designed as a flying tank, the A-10 has proven it can take punishment while protecting the pilot. This Warthog has relocated to Guthrie. Its new mission on the horizon.
It's never been done on an A-10. It's real simple. They removed the drum. It's gone.
You got all this space and
We got all this space.
Vince Snyder and his team at Zivco Aeronautics are tasked with converting this jet into an A-10 Thunderstorm, a plane that will take on new hostile opponents, Oklahoma's volatile thunderstorms.
We do have a lowering. Right now there is no tornado on the ground.
The idea is to get something into a storm to see things that you can't see from outside the storm using a radar.
Scientist Andy Detweiler has gathered weather data from airplanes before, but never from an A-10.
The airplane we used to operate could only get up to about 20,000 feet with all of the stuff we had hung on it, and this A-10 has a lot better performance, so we can get up into the 35,000 foot range where there's a lot of interesting physics to understand.
With the gun removed and now armored with sensors, the plane will fly into thunderstorms around 35,000 feet high to measure everything from cloud and raindrops to wind speeds and hailstones, all in order to help scientists understand storm life cycles and better predict tornado outbreaks. Just 2 years ago, this A-10 was over Afghanistan taking on gun and also cannon fire. They're pretty sure it can handle hail and also wind in Oklahoma.
They have been hail tested up to 2 to almost 3-inch hail balls, and no damage whatsoever to the engines.
Once scientists gather the intelligence from the sensors, they hope to learn even more about just how storms develop, with more missions to come.
It would be capable of doing fires, making measurements of the updrafts that develop when you have a big wildfire on the ground.
As you can see right here, one home that's got fires lapping up right outside the property line.
But for now, its prime mission is for storm research and hopefully making our future storm seasons a little safer for us.
Instead of sitting out in the boneyard in the desert, it's got new life as the storm penetrator.
Well, as you can tell, there's still some pieces missing. It's going to take about 2 years to complete this conversion. Now, the plane is expected to start test flights in the spring of next year and then storm operations by 2017. And we do have some of that history and a lot more information on newson6.com. And the weird thing is that, you know, flying into a storm, it just seems weird because we've never done it before.
No, it seems incredibly dangerous.
All those planes go out in the hurricanes.
Yes, the hurricane hunters.
Yeah, nothing like that little plane.
No, and the hurricane hunters a lot of times will just kind of go into this eye of the hurricane where it's real calm and then occasionally pierce the side. But this isn't a violent updraft of a storm which could be over 150 miles per hour. So again, that's amazing. Plus hail size is another amazing thing. But they say through the research that they've done, they can do it.
Wow,
That
that's
Warthog's
really
tough.
interesting. Yeah,
It is, and it's amazing.
and it's going to need to be.
Yeah, if you haven't studied the Warthog, I just learned a lot about that because that's an amazing aircraft.
Got some big shells that they fire out.
Big shells, yeah.
But it's not going to have any.
Yeah, and we're not going to shoot that around Oklahoma.
No,
Okay.
that's good.
Let's hope, yeah.